four kinds of people in this world: those who make things happen, those who watch things happen, those who wonder what happened, those who don't know that anything happened. This was revealed to me 7 years ago in a book called Miracles Happen by Mary Kay Ash. And I realized at that time that I had spent all of my life in the last 3 of those. Nope, you're okay.
Santa brought you guys at Grand's house. Look, Santa came.
Hold on, we'll get the... My grandmother is very good at making things happen. She always has been. We are ending a very busy season here with the holidays. And as much as I would love to say that I get to stay home every day, homemaking and spending time with my children, I unfortunately don't. I do hold a part-time job. I clean for our church. And I also teach yoga, which I truly, truly love and is one of my passions and joys. In a perfect world, I would love to start every day and end every day with my prayer journal or devotional. And this week, this is a Wednesday morning, and it is the only time that I am diving into this. Today, I am reading about gratitude within the Psalms. Gratitude is a choice, a discipline that aligns our hearts with God's truth and leads us into deeper joy. In this book, Rooted in Prayer, a guide for praying through the Psalms by Nicholas Kane, I am on week 4, Psalms of Thanksgiving, cultivating a heart of gratitude. Oh, give thanks to the Lord, for he is good, for his steadfast love endures forever. Psalm 107:1. I love that I'm on this week because my word for the new year is steadfast. Every year since being in a network marketing business, I have had a word for the year, something that encompasses my goals for that year, and this year it is steadfast. I encourage you to come up with a word for the year. Even if there's something brand new to you, just roll with it. You can always change it if you need to. If you find that in the first couple months of the year, your goals are being more narrowed down and changing your focus. But generally, the word God calls me to is usually the one that sticks throughout the year. Now, of course, later in the year, I end up forgetting that that's what I'm supposed to be working on. I can't even remember what my word was for last year. I'm sure I have it wrote down in a journal somewhere. Anyways, I want to read the first 2 paragraphs of this section to you. It says, Thanksgiving is one of the most transformative disciplines in the life of a believer. It reorients our hearts, shapes our perspective, and reminds us that all good things come from God. The Psalms of Thanksgiving are a rich collection of prayers that express gratitude for God's deliverance, provision, and faithfulness. While praise focuses on who God is, thanksgiving is a response to what he has done. It is the natural overflow of a heart that recognizes God's goodness, not just in times of abundance, but even in seasons of hardship. The Psalms of Thanksgiving remind us that gratitude is not an occasional act, but a lifestyle of faith. Gratitude is a mark of spiritual maturity. The Bible commands believers to give thanks in all circumstances. This is found in 1 Thessalonians 5:18. Because thanksgiving is more than a polite gesture, it is an act of faith. Couple questions to get your mind rolling through this. Do I regularly thank God in my prayers, or do I mostly ask for things? How can I cultivate a deeper attitude of gratitude? What specific things has God done for me that I can give thanks for? I'm sure you can think of many things with that last question. I still have to work my way through these yet, but I just wanted to share a little bit of what I'm working on here in this Rooted in Prayer guide. that I've been doing for the past couple of months. I thought this week would happen during Thanksgiving week. I thought I'd be this far along in the book by that point, but I wasn't. I always go through things a little slower than what it's laid out. And it's all in God's timing, because this is a great week to remember what He's done and to cultivate a heart of gratitude and to really set an intention and focus for the new year, for the new season, after just ending a very busy Christmas season. I mentioned about setting an intention, and that's really where my focus is at the beginning of this year, ending the year and beginning of the year, is setting an intention for the year. Our house is a level 10. Wow, on a scale of 1 to 10, it's more like a level 20 disaster. We moved in here a year and a half ago. We still have a bunch of boxes left to unpack, organize, sort through, get rid of things. And so trying to keep on top of the daily and weekly tasks, along with still unpacking a house, has just really been challenging. I am very thankful that we moved into my grandmother's place and are able to build our dream here, or start to build it. We just have a lot of organization, decluttering, and that's really what my focus is going to be on for January, along with setting up calm rhythms that will work for us. And the one thing about setting up calm rhythms is you don't really know if they're going to work for you until you give it a try and have to tweak it and adjust it to what is better suited for you running the household and also your family as well. Now, we do still have to make time for some fun and have a little dance party every now and then. We still need to make time for healthy eating, healthy breakfasts, healthy meals, and trying to figure out a schedule for meal prep, so we're, cooking as much at home from scratch, while also maintaining a nice rhythm for cleaning and laundry, grocery shopping, errands, running to appointments and things, all the things that you manage along with your working schedule, if you're a working mom, which most of you are. We celebrated Christmas in 4 locations this year, and I thought it was important to teach the children about giving. So we went to my work and gave little gift bags out to all the people that were there, and I just think that's a beautiful lesson, just like at Halloween time, give candy instead of receiving it all. We are ending the year here New Year's Eve with some football, some games, some fun. All right, show me. Whoa! That was cool, bud. As well as starting a new tradition. I don't know if we'll keep up with this tradition unless we're at our friends every year, but it was definitely fun. She invited us to all try to eat 12 grapes within the last minute of the year. And as you eat each grape, you're making a wish for each month of the year. So I ate 9 grapes. So my wishes are through September this coming year. So I don't know what October, November, and December are going to look like, but I am a firm believer that with the Lord's help, He will provide all that we need, and I have much to be thankful for. Either way, this was definitely a fun, new, interesting thing to do on New Year's that was healthy in a way as well. It made you realize the things you want to work on for the year. It kind of goes along with all the things that I want to set intention for this year. map out and do efficiently and not just get stuck being overwhelmed by all the things. Happy New Year! It was my holiday to work. I had to work a full day, which is such an adjustment since I started working this job last April.
The aftermath of pork and sauerkraut.
What?
At this point, it is January 2nd, and I spent all day at home catching up on the laundry and dishes from when we were away for Christmas. Before Christmas, we had a water pipe break, and so our water to the whole place was shut off for a few days. And thank goodness, due to my laundry system, our laundry wasn't terribly piled up. We were staying on top of it, and so we weren't too far behind. Some of this is from a tote that I had unpacked finally. Yay! One thing down, a lot more to go. And since our water was back on then, right before Christmas, when we got back, I was able to fall back in line with our laundry system I set up back in September and was able to get back on track fairly quickly. I have tried various laundry systems, routines over the years, and nothing has stuck with me quite like this one. I've done the one load of laundry a day, and it's great. I keep up with the laundry. We have a lot more clean laundry than dirty laundry doing one load a day, but it gets piled up. It's all mixed together. It takes so much time to sort it after it's clean, and it just didn't feel good. Whether it was dirty or clean, it was still piled up. So I went to help a friend back in June, right before she had her baby, do some house cleaning and do some laundry. And I really love the system she had set up. Everybody has their own dirty clothes basket, laundry basket in their bedroom, and that's where your dirty clothes go. And then on specific days, they do their laundry, each person. So it's already sorted because it's that one person's laundry in their room. They do their laundry on a specific day. And it's easy to fold and hang up and put away because you're not sorting through anything. You know exactly the place that it goes to, and you can just get it done quickly. You can get it done without thinking. So back in September when I was sick, the kids and I helped me set this up. I asked them which days they would like their laundry day to be. So I'm on Mondays, and my daughter is Tuesday. Wednesday is house laundry, towels, blankets, anything, pet stuff, whatever. And Thursday is my son, and then Friday is my husband. And if he doesn't do it on Friday, or if I don't get to it for him on Friday, he has all weekend to do it because I am not doing laundry over the weekends. I work every other weekend, and even on the weekends I don't want to be doing laundry. Now, speaking of rhythms, one I have not mastered yet is spring and fall seasonal clothing rotation, getting rid of ones that no longer fit, especially the children. And I put it off thinking I have time over the winter or at some point during the summer on a rainy day. And I end up not. I wait until the drawers get piled full, and then we kind of just go from there. But that needs worked on. The bookshelf is also on the list as a decluttering and organizing thing. It is Friday night here, and my family was all in bed, so I figured why not have a little self-care moment. Self-care is so important for everyone, and also especially if you are taking care of others, whether that be a husband, your children, working in like the healthcare field. It's very important to be able to love others well and care for others well, that you love and care for yourself first. I think self-care often gets put on the back burner, especially with moms, because it takes making it a priority and setting the intention and being intentional of your self-care and being aware and mindful that, hey, it's been a long week. I need this time. So I don't always do this. I do enjoy doing it. Last week was not a typical week, and so I wanted to do something for me and something fun, and it truly was a blessing. This was the first time I did this mask. It was an exfoliating and glowy mask that you mix with local raw honey, and it was just amazing. Self-care doesn't have to be a 15-minute mask. It could be 5 minutes of journaling gratitude and sitting quietly outside in the sunshine for a couple minutes. Could be breathing exercises for 5 minutes. It doesn't have to be some big grand gesture, although that's great if you can go out periodically and have a couple hours for self-care. But self-care can be found almost daily if you need it to be as well. The next day was Saturday. I had to go get new tires put on the van and then clean church. Since this was not a normal week, I got church cleaning done on Saturday. And that's the one thing I love about cleaning is it's flexible. I can fit it into my schedule and also use that as a form of self-care or just some stress relief emotionally. It gives me time to process and think about things. I want to go back to this setting intention for the new year, the new season here, and really get you to sit down and think about, what you want your life to look like, what you want to work on. Dream big and lay out goals that, you can work on one step at a time. And if it's just getting your house in order, sit down and take a piece of paper and do a brain dump of all the areas in your house that you're not happy with, that you want to declutter, reorganize, get rid of things, and just lay it all out there on paper. And then take that brain dump, that huge list, and break it up into sections, break it up into weeks. And along with that, you need to plan your week. So if you work part-time or full-time, you run around with, kids' sports or extracurricular activities, write that all out on a weekly plan sheet and figure out where you have some time, whether it's 15 minutes, a couple days a week, or maybe an hour, or maybe one whole day, or like a few hours within one day, that you can work on this list in each section or zone of your house. That's what I'm working on. It's not perfect. It's not pretty, but it does help me stay focused. It does help me stay organized and get organized. And when I lay it out all on paper, I'm not holding it in my brain, feeling like my brain is cluttered, like I'm constantly overwhelmed because I have all these things whirling around in my head. So if you remember back in the beginning of this video, I showed my chalkboard, and that is for the week. So I write out what my week ahead is going to look like. And then as long as I'm staying up with it consistently, I will even go to the day before and erase that and then plan into the next week of that day, if that makes sense. But having something, a base to go off of, and just getting in the habit of doing that brain dump every so often when it feels like there's 1,000 things in your mind is so helpful to have on paper. All right, lovely souls. I hope I have inspired you in some way to set intention, to end and start a new season, to find gratitude and be grateful for the life you have. And even if you're not where you want to be, set some time for self-care. Hopefully my laundry system idea helped you. And I'm so thankful to be here and to be sharing our story. This is a nice introduction, even though it's not a typical week for us. And as always, thank you for stopping by Stewpendous Growth Living. May God bless you this year.